RUFORUM is a vibrant network of 66 universities from across Africa, working to transform themselves and their societies to achieve the vision in Africa 2063. RUFORUM is transforming universities to deliver better qualified and more relevant students with the skills and commitment to change lives. This is an African success story founded by Africans for Africa.
Competition is based on knowledge, and I think it's now widely recognized that we're in a knowledge economy, and therefore we still need, again, the education sector to play a much bigger role in ensuring that the skills are available, and therefore the technologies and the innovations will be available to stimulate growth.
RUFORUM has trained well over 2,000 postgraduate scientists, mobilized more than $98 million in resources, and developed over 300 technologies that have reached more than 1 million farmers.
I have always wanted to interact with farmers. Sometimes I used to think maybe it's just lab and more lab, but this was awesome.
Students have introduced new skills of doing things, new ideas.
We
are saying that we are married to RUFORUM. We are bringing the science and putting it together with our knowledge, our local knowledge. So we really say that we are married now. It's a good marriage.
No,
The faculty of member universities have worked with postgraduate students in the field to address farmers' problems.
A large number of the staff within the faculty, they managed to get their PhDs through RUFORUM.
RUFORUM has really acted as a catalyst for change, and the retention rate of local training is very high.
Students, faculty members and alumni all benefit from the network, sharing information, making friends, and the inter-African mobility that RUFORUM supports.
I received the RUFORUM grant in 2014, and I was so happy because I knew I could never afford to go and learn in a university outside of Zimbabwe.
ALMA is one of the many students crossing Africa to study. The RUFORUM regional postgraduate programs emphasize new approaches to learning, more practical experience, and encourage mobility of staff and students.
Kind of very big university in which other universities are involved.
RUFORUM is increasingly reaching out to business and industry and supporting member universities to take into account the economics of their innovations and the opportunities this creates for graduate entrepreneurship.
And I think we have done wonders by reviving the cotton industry. This is big business.
RUFORUM encourages students to go out and work with farmers to encourage uptake of their innovations and to network, becoming more attuned to openings for either employment or the development of their own businesses. Through its community-based research, capacity building and national forums, RUFORUM links national research institutes, farmers associations, the private sector and government. It strengthens the intricate ecosystem of interconnected services needed to ensure sustainable and inclusive rural development. RUFORUM also reaches out to forge partnerships with many regional and international agencies, and it plays a strong networking role in Africa.
This has been an exciting week. You can imagine we have been here for one whole week, and the room is still full.
And at the biennial conference, it brings together over 800 scientists with government, industry, farmers and civil society leaders.
I would like to begin by expressing my deepest appreciation to RUFORUM for having brought together such a diverse group from the African continent.
I understand that there are almost 300 young people who are present with us here. Really exciting.
The current perception of what farming is, being old, tired, out in the sun, dirty, not cool. So we need to break those perceptions.
So we need to make it cool for them to be attracted to agriculture.
Emphasis was put on training students to share their ideas.
We have learned that social media is the power, is the tool that we can use to show the world what we can do.
From a researcher's point of view, I'm always battling with the fact that we're putting our research out there through journals and publications, and let's face it, we are the only ones who read those.
This week, we are so proud we've reached over 6 million people. I must say I have fallen in love with my profession now, because what I've seen and heard in this conference is really good for me to grow professionally, and I'm actually yearning for studying a PhD, reaching out to the farmers. That is my passion.
Maybe through the new generation, they may be able to help us.
So putting investments in a sector with the highest potential to move the largest number of people out of poverty makes a lot of sense.
You really cannot grow agriculture unless you have first-rate minds.